But it all starts with very small thing. I started in Netherlands as a PhD student coming from India, and I have been given a task to do. And I did my PhD, I made 2 international patents and several publications. And then I said, what next? They say, okay, write a thesis, make publications, and put it in a shelf. And pick up a new challenge and try to do it again. So what's your aim? Is to increase the number of publications, number of patents, and lectures, and so on. And then do it more. And then write a new project proposals, so you get a funding, so you can make more publications. But I had a background in a business. My father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, they always did business in India. And somewhere that entrepreneur was bubbling inside and telling, Pramod, you're getting older now. If you don't do it now, it will never happen. And that was a sort of a pushing from inside. And then I heard from someone that when you can leave the country and come to the Netherlands or fly, I think there is an entrepreneur somewhere inside you, for sure. That's why you dare to be different. That's why you dare to pick a flight and come here. So, to me, you all are entrepreneurs, especially all the international who came here. But often, we are restricted with our comfort zone. We like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, weekends, barbecue, eating, food, movies, everything. That's nice. But you don't really find entrepreneurship, or you really don't want to jump it till you are a little bit forced to, you know. So I can, even without knowing each of your background, tell a little bit that somehow you have been now forced to think about entrepreneurship. That's why you are here. And it's very nice to have all those support programs. We can talk about VentureLab Twente, World Trade Center, OSTLV. It's fantastic. I mean, was Mr. Cat said, he has to spend a lot of money to find that information, which now everyone is running behind you to offer it for free. So it's really very, very special, because when I thought about a business and looking and talking to people, it seems that everyone wants to help me. But when I come from a business family in India, initially they want to kill your business. Because they don't want another competitor, to be honest. And then you say, why someone want to help you to start your business, even though I didn't speak very good Dutch, or not even sufficient Dutch. Let's put it in this way. And I shared my ambition with my professor, and I said, look, I really want to try. What will happen? The most is I will fail, but at least down 20 years or 30 years, I will not feel that, no, I didn't try. So in end of 2008, we organized, because I'm also part of a charity, we do a lot of for poor people in India. I organized a symposium at University of Twente, being a postdoctoral candidate, that highly skilled Indians in the Netherlands. And what to do with them, you know? Because they come, they do their PhD, they become postdoctoral, then they do their professorship, and they stay here or they go. And said what to do with them. And then we invited people from Ministry of External Affairs, we invited people from Indian Embassy and the Dutch Embassy, and we invited a few people also from a local industry. Sorry, but I didn't know that time about Post-Enway, World Trade, and all those things. But we just had a brainstorm session, and the output came that a lot of small and medium scale companies in the Netherlands do not have sufficient R&D facilities by their own. That's one. The second thing is, a lot of knowledge is available in university, which is ready to valorize, or it can go very easily to the companies, and this company could be tremendously benefited from this knowledge. And often, when you look at the Dutch interest about education, you will find that less and less Dutch kids are interested in going towards the technology. So it's often the international people who come from outside, produce their PhD thesis, put it in shell, make number of publications, and go away. So that knowledge is not transferring to SMEs somehow. So it's basically also killing the whole knowledge transfer process. And at the end, neither the Dutch economy is benefiting, or neither the, how you say, the skilled people find the right status or the right value of their knowledge. That's important.
Talking about the international professional, yeah?
Yeah. I'm just talking about international professionals. So I said, okay, I want to feel that bridge, and I want to be someone inside the university to help the Dutch small and medium scale company to innovate. And that's why I started a technical consultancy company as a top entrepreneurship program with the university, because UT is called on the Nemer University, so that's an entrepreneurship university. So they offer me 1 year office and my professor willing to be my research coach, and then I can have a free secretary and free office and desk and so on. And they gave me 20,000 euro loan, let's put it in this way, or the 1 year to support my bread and butter. And I need to return that over the 4 years, so that's fantastic. And then the interview, which I have to appear there to get that loan, Yap was sitting and he said, why don't you join a VentureLab? So it's, it's more about linking one thing from another. That's how I came to know about VentureLab. And that time I had no idea about my own product development and concept and those things like that. So I just said, I'm a technologist and I wanted to know what people talk in business, and then I want to get information about that. I can tell you one thing, now I'm coming to VentureLab almost every week for 1.5 years or little or more or that. There was not a single week when I didn't learn something new. There's always something. When you come contact with 10 or 15 people around you and they talk, you get to know so many things. Now I have so many contacts, let's say, with the people who can advise you in subsidy. And a very good friend of mine in subsidy advice told me that there are Dutch companies who is doing business in Netherlands for last 35 years and they didn't know about VBSO. And I, coming from India, for first time in first year, applied VBSO by myself in English. That's possible. So there are so many protections, layers around you. I reached to sort of a conclusion that if you cannot do business in Netherlands, you might not do it anywhere else, especially not in England. So in a way you are quite secure, let's put it in this way, that you are protected so much around you. That's one. The second thing is, I first time learned that the failed entrepreneurship, you can put it in your CV. So even though you tried your entrepreneurship for 1 year after your academic career, you could say that you tried to become an entrepreneur or an MBA. And the first thing I noticed about this 3,000 euros, which is a part of 30,000 euro package, that you can even claim in your expenses in your accounts, but at the end of it, you pay only half of it because of the taxes. I think 1,500 euros, you can, I think only coffee you can drink in a year for 1,500. So all the knowledge and contacts and network and business and outsourcing and work trade, it all comes for free. That's impossible to understand. And I think it's not that difficult to survive as a businessman in the country. And now I was so overwhelmed by my business response in first year that I could not even part of a VentureLab, because you join VentureLab with some sort of product development idea. But I started a technical consultancy company, so I was selling my hours. So one part I was busy with VentureLab and I was missing a lot of classes. So I could hold even a VentureLab for 4 months because I was busy for it. And then I have to say myself, no, 2011 is the year for my company to develop my own products. And tomorrow I'm going to have sort of a meeting with my own consortia which I built up. And I call Anna Marie and say, can I have office to talk? And she said, what facility do you need there? I think, what else I need? Coming from India, I think I have 4 offices in Netherlands for free. That's impossible. So I think it's what's most important. There are 2 statements I learned in last 1 year. Is you should know very much what you don't know. Because often we think that we know everything and we try to do everything by ourselves. But I think when you know what you don't know, then you will start finding these things. And being a technology person, we always love our technology and we think that when we put it on shelf, it will be sold like, like anything. But it's just 25% of the whole business. 75% is something else. So and I think somewhere I heard this statement that having this course or having this information will help you throughout your life, and you will understand how valuable the knowledge is. Doing a PhD and getting that knowledge is so, we sometimes give it for just over the cup of coffee, and then people could pay you really money for it, a lot of money. So I think that's it, but you can always contact me to really know. I could tell you a lot of tips how to save the money and do bootstrapping and how to set up your business in Netherlands for almost free. But it's not that difficult, and I can survive so far, and I think I'm growing. And that's a very good feeling. Thank you so much for your attention.